was at this moment I realised I'd f***ed up. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel built by Ben. We're picking up from the last video that I did, which stopped with the extractor unit that you can see fitted in the corner just past me there. So we're going to go ahead and do the rest of the wall units here, but in this video I explain the mistake that I made by setting the wall units up first and not really thinking about where the base units were going. Just speed things up a bit here because you've obviously seen the first unit go up in the last video, and if you haven't, go and watch it. I'll stick a card in the corner for you. Have a click on that and watch that first if you haven't seen it. If you are watching this one, then thank you again for joining us for another week. I'm sorry the videos are a bit far apart at the moment because the newborn has got me absolutely pulled apart at home, finding it difficult to get time to edit these things unless I stay up late at night. So here we are again at where are we, 10 PM recording a voiceover for this one. So if you want to show your appreciation for this, then just subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, then just comment on it, like it, send it to a mate so that they can have a watch. Really trying to build this channel now and get some real good views for it, and also get over to my Instagram, give us a like on there, give us a follow on there. I'm going to build my Instagram channel as well. We're going to try and make this thing move and make it snowball hopefully. So thanks for being part of it if you are one of the early ones. Welcome to the journey. We're gonna go through it, get big, hopefully, fingers crossed anyway. So we just fixed that second unit up to the wall there, and we're now screwing the two together. Once I've got two units together, I like to just get them together, make them nice and solid, and then you can adjust them as one unit rather than trying to adjust all of the separate ones and try and get them to line up exactly to that laser. Also gives you a bit more scope for using all of the different clips and adjustments. So if the wall's a little bit out, as in concave or convex, then you can use all the different clips to pull it apart or pull it tighter, lift it, drop it, whatever you need to do. You can see that laser going across the top of everything there. I just stick to that. You can't go wrong. So I think the penny was about to drop here. I think it's because I leant that door from the middle unit up against the little bit that is going to cause the problem. I'm just eyeing up that bottom unit, and there's just a little ledge there on the window board. Excuse the rubbish dancing, but I realised then that the bottom unit, once stuck in place to line up with the top unit on the wall, was going to stop the oven door from opening, and although I'd made the mistake, I'm so glad that I made it and realised now rather than later, because I mean later on you're looking at a whole kitchenette rip out and moving the whole thing along, which would have been an absolute nightmare. So as bad as it is that I wasn't thinking about it at the beginning, I'm glad I caught it when I did. So after many swear words later, I just decided to get that bottom unit back out of the way. You can see me just touch that window board there just to confirm that it was going to be wrong. But I think at this point I was just sort of coming to terms with the fact that I just have to take it all apart again and shift it up. Annoying thing is, I only had to shift it up probably 30mm, 40mm, so really annoying, but we'll speed through this bit because you don't want to see me take it all apart again. And then all I had to do is get the decorators just to come and do a few holes to the right hand side of the unit, come and fill them and decorate them for me. I think it was only 2 holes, so it's not too bad. We'll just correct the problem, get them hung in the right place. So at this point I've just moved all of the units along and they're now in their correct position, so we'll get this third one up and get the line complete. Line them all up with each other now, get them all screwed together, make sure we're hitting that laser line at the top there. Okay, so we're now going to move on to the first base unit, and now that we've got them top ones all lined up where they should be, the base units are just basically following suit. So we've got the same widths down the bottom there as we did at the top, and we're just going to be folding that back. That's the floor protection, because the finished floor was already down on this one. Some people put the floor down first and then you put your unit straight on top of that. Some people you'll see you get your units in first and then you'll just floor up to your feet on the units, and then your plinth goes in right at the end and covers anything, just makes it look like the floor goes right under it anyway. There's no right or wrong with that, it just depends how expensive your flooring is really. You don't want to lose, on a big kitchen project, you can probably lose a good sort of 5 square metres, 6 square metres underneath your unit. So you can imagine if you've got sort of £100 a square metre flooring, you don't want to be losing all of that under your units. So yeah, like I say, there's no right or wrong, you just make your decision based on the project you're on. Having a little clear up here. I like to just clear up everything just before I put these units in, although you're covering it all. Just be a good tradesman, tidy up before you fit these things. You don't just want to bury all of the rubbish underneath it and it's just there forever then. It doesn't hurt just to whip the hoover around, get rid of any rubbish that's on the floor, and then you're just going down onto a nice good surface then. Just tweak that gently, just so that I can make sure that drawer opens before hitting that little window board area. Obviously if the drawer opens, then the oven door will as well. Haven't got to worry about that. Just making sure with our tape there that we're the same distance away from the wall as the top unit. Once we're in position, we'll just get down there and start altering them legs to bring it up to laser level. Now, it's a bit of a funny project this one, because these Symphony kitchens, I don't really know if I like it or not, but Symphony build their units and deliver them built, so they're not flat pack. They deliver them built like Howden's do, but they've got an end panel already on as the end of the unit, so it's not a separate end panel like you get with most kitchens. You just get this unit that's fixed, and it just doesn't sit right with me, because you normally put all of your units in, move them all about, get them exactly where you want to get them, and then you've got the versatility of putting them end panels on right at the end, whether it's just a little filler piece or a full end panel, and you can just measure from the bottom of the worktop down to the floor, scribe it in, and jobs are good. But with these things, I found myself messing around with it quite a lot, as you're about to see in the next couple of minutes of footage here. I actually had to cut the bottom of the end panel on this one, place it in. I did a few measurements and then realised once I'd fitted all the rest of the base units that actually I had to lower it all about 4 to 5 mil to make the end panel on the left hand unit reach the floor. So I actually had to get all the units back off again and cut it down. So yeah, it's a bit of a faff with these Symphony kitchens, so if anyone's listening over at Symphony, stop it, just stop it. Trusty Festool plunge saw out with the rail. If it's ever like a finished surface or something that's a bit expensive, I usually use these clamps that fit into the rails. Some of you might be familiar with these already, but if you're not, great little thing. They just hold that rail nice and secure on there, no chance of any slipping. like I say, if it is something that's a little bit more expensive, something that, you know, can't be buffed out, like a bit of MDF or, you know, something like that, definitely worth just getting at least one of these clamps on, so that you eliminate the chances of that ever moving. So we just get the feet back on this. We took them off just to cut through that end panel there. Then we just offer this base unit back into the corner and get it ready for fitting. We're coming towards the end of this episode now, so thank you for viewing it again this week. Thanks for bearing with us whilst I take a bit longer to get these videos edited. As I said at the beginning, follow the Instagram. I'll stick a link in the bio or in the description to the video, and just like the video, comment on the video, let me know if you like this format where I'm just commenting over the top of it, because obviously this is a lot easier for me to film on site because I haven't got to stand there and present it. But just let me know your thoughts on that one. And next week we're obviously going to be fitting the rest of these base units. The interesting one is the one on the left, where we've got all of the services coming into the back of it, so we show you how to measure that, cut it all out and get that fitted back to the wall. But hopefully I'll see you there. Enjoy the rest of the video. Catch you next week.